No, I'm just saying that since
No.
he knows the offer's been accepted and everything, yeah?
Yeah, he just needs to know in regards to it.
Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, bonjour, hola, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Ken at 10. Hello, how are you? This is Ken at 10, where we talk about property every day, situated in Norbury, southwest London, southwest 16 to be precise, which is between Streatham and Croydon, basically. And we're a Zone 3 commuting area. Lots of people come here to invest. We've got lots of landlords. We manage hundreds of properties, and we sell loads and loads of properties as well. So we're very much at the coalface when it comes to the UK property market, and lots going on as usual. Can't really let today go by without voicing our hearts and minds and thoughts and prayers to the people affected by the terrible tragedy in Croydon yesterday, and that poor young lady losing her life. Absolute terrible tragedy. Awful. Aside from that, a couple of things on a brighter note. We are on the telly today. Just under here, you'll see the ticker. Homes Under the Hammer today between 11:15 and 12:15. Property in Bentley Road in SW11, very posh. And it's a nice one, actually. I hope you enjoy it. So do look into that if you have the chance, and you'll see us on the big screen, BBC One. So apart from that, a busy day today on valuations. Lots of people out there looking as well, both for sales and rentals. So the market's not as dead as some will have you believe, but it is very price sensitive. So if you're on at the wrong price, nothing will happen. If you're on competitively, there are people out there still looking. The September market, what we call the mums market, is still busy. We expect it will remain so for the next couple of weeks and then start to quieten down. So if you are thinking of selling, there is a sense of urgency because, you know, when it starts to get dark and cold, that's when the market starts to shut down. It's much harder to sell then. So if you're thinking of doing it, do it earlier rather than later. As far as the rental market is concerned, it seems to continue relentlessly. Rents are still pressured upwards. Too many people looking, not enough stock available, many landlords exiting the market. That's where we are on rentals right now. In terms of interest rates, it's nice to see that we're plateaued now. Hopefully, we're at the top of that hill, and hopefully the next interest rate rise will be downwards, if it is coming at all, and it's unlikely that it'll be downwards anytime soon, in my view. There is a chance still that it could go the other way and go upwards by another quarter or half point, depending on what numbers come through in the inflation figures. They're the all-important ones. But we're hopeful that we are now at last, after, 15 rate rises at the top of that tree and starting to come down the other side at some point. I think it will be a long while before we start to see rates drop off, but you never know. Also, we're on the edge of an election, so you never know what's going to happen in terms of property market incentives. Never underestimate the influence of government and how they can impact the property market in both negative and positive ways. If we look back in history, things like when they changed the stamp duty regulations, when they changed the tax relief for mortgages back in the day, back in the late 80s, early 90s, there was a huge rush to get to market, which caused a huge bubble, which eventually popped. Things are a little bit different now, though. There's not enough supply out there, and many people are choosing not to move because they're worried about the market. They feel a bit frightened, and it's understandable, isn't it? After all these rate rises, everyone's looking around saying, oh my gosh, what is going on? Tough times. So that's it for today. As far as the weather's concerned, here in Norbury, kind of overcast, but it's still very mild for late in September. Can't believe it's nearly October. Can you? October next week. What is going on? This year is just flying by. So that's it for today. Look after your family and friends. We'll be back same time tomorrow. Until then, ciao.